Australia Pacing Gold final for the 3-year-old fillies.
Yes, it certainly is, Dean, and well, we've had a lot of short price favourites rolling home in the last half hour or so. One of the shortest of the night anywhere is number 11, Self Denial here, showing 120 on the TAB. We're probably, well, we'll get out to about $1.30, I think, by the time they get away here. Only serious danger, whatever way you look at it, is the very consistent Yada 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 for trainer Andy Gath. His wife Karen takes the drive. But Andy, I think Andy's looked at this race honestly, and well, he's gone on record saying he'd be happy with a good, brave second. I think he'd be ecstatic with a win, Sam, that I.
Yeah, well, she's been in the shadow of Self-Denial all the way along, hasn't she? And I can't see a reason why that will change tonight. Self-Denial is the complete package. She can lead, she can come from behind, she can work. The last time I can remember her being beaten, I think it was in the size final when she had to do a humongous amount of work, 3 wide and then outside the leader. That's the only thing that can beat her again tonight.
Looks that way. When you look back on that size stake final, it was probably even a stronger field than she does meet tonight under the futurity conditions of this paid-up Australian Gold Series. Best roughie, for me, it's definitely Mofadapo. I thought it was nothing short of terrific here last week for a filly stepping into the big...
It's going to be the leader settling down, going up fast. Natural Fire the outside and spearing forward is Tribute to Wish to be third on the rails. They were followed further back then by Carrisworth and Carbon Vale. They were followed by Freeway Tom about 4 lengths way to Exit the Wish, and Jai's Legacy at the tail up to the turn, and Natural Fire up the track. Mick and Louie getting up with the rails there. Carbon Vale the rails, and Mick and Louie coming through fast. Freeway Tom, but Mick and Louie all Freeway Tom over the line together. Then Natural Flyer followed further back by Exit the Wish, and they were followed further back by Tribute to Wish. And
will end up 1-1. On the inside of it, Cornelia Lombo, and then Self Denial. 7 metres away, Yada Yada Yada, and then came Lady Lara Lombo. 6 metres to Trouble Line. Spicy Hot on the inside and drifting back to the rear, Diamond Over. 34.1 the lead time, and Platinum Sign led, but now taking off as She's Royalty now whips up and goes up in search of the lead here. It's drawn a neck in front of Platinum Sign. Platinum Sign goes through though, kept it out. She's Royalty has to sit without cover, now puts on the brakes, expecting maybe Self Denial will come. Oh, it got checked. It got flattened, Self Denial. Childer's Elite Gallop, badly interfere with Yada Yada Yada. Oh, it's wrecked the race. Self Denial has continued to gallop. It has been poleaxed. And Yada 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 got flattened as well, and Trouble Line likewise knocked out of it. Self Denial's not going to complete the course. It's all over Red Rover. Gee, by goodness gracious, how about that? A lap left to travel, 31.3. When that sort of prize money's up for grabs and you get flattened, you have fared him, got a voodoo doll with 100 pins being stuck in you. Bad luck to the connections of that filly. Out of the straight, Platinum Sign led 2 metres. In second position was She's Royalty. In third position, Lombo on a high. Now, Yada 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 did get flattened, but it's moved up 3 wide to 4th. And then Mofadapo, and over on the inside was Cornelia Lombo. 3 wide with cover into the back was Lady Lara Lombo. Then came in between runners to Spicy Hot, Trouble Line, Childer's Elite and Diamond Over, and Self Denial knocked out of it. 33.4 the second quarter. 500 left to go. Platinum Sign the leader, being pushed hard by She's Royalty. Yada 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 still coming 3 wide, and then Mofadapo, Lady Lara Lombo. Lombo on a high is going all right, but can't get out. 28.9 the third quarter. Leader is She's Royalty. She's worked. Yada 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 got flattened at this point a lap ago. Coming off her back, Lady Lara Lombo. Yada 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 went to the lead, trying to fight back She's Royalty. Lady Lara Lombo runs on. The leader up the straight, Yada Yada Yada. 100 to go. She's 1.5 metres in front. Oh, what a mighty win. Flashing home later, Spicy Hop the bolter, but Yada 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 has won it. Yada 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 flattened in the process and has still won it. Spicy Hop, the 1,000 to 1 shots run second, just in front of She's Royalty, who battled on. Lady Lara Lombo didn't quite finish it off, and then Lombo on a high. Mofadapo, Trouble Line. Oh, did there be a long list of excuses here. Then Diamond Over, Childer's Elite, Platinum Sign. Lady Lara Lombo's pulled up pretty quickly. Cornelia Lombo, and poor old Self Denial. She was just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and it's all gone horribly wrong through no fault of her own. 30.3 the final quarter.
Yeah, congratulations to connections of Yada Yada Yada, but disappointing with the interference suffered by Self Denial, but a big win nevertheless by number 9. 13 Spicy Hot, exactly that on the tape. Dan said about 1,000 to 1. He was pretty close to the mark, and She's Royalty has run third, 9, 13 and 7. They're moving up now at Port Pirie for race number 2. And the favourite at Port Pirie, number 5, Young Anvil.
Is the second of the Australian Gold finals tonight, and on the tote, Blatant Lie is the favourite, as he is with bookies, although he has been a touch easy. McCrossan, number 2, 5.10 on the tote, reasonably comparable with bookies, and he has firmed up 1.5 points. And the other horse to meet with some support with the bookmakers is Catherine Dancer, currently 4.50 the tote, and that again is also comparable. Adam, I know you've gone for Blatant Lie, 1, 6, 5 and 2, and you've been pretty much on fire tonight. I've got to say, at $2.40, I'd rather be giving it than taking it. Yeah, look, a few things wrong. This is his first run back in the draw since being excluded after the Bendigo series. That's the real watch and the real worry for punters who have taken $2.30. An intriguing race. Here's Dan Malecki.
It gallops again, Royal Crime. Royal Crime galloped. And it's got in the way of another horse, so we've got a red light. So a false start. Royal Crime.
Been like that for a while.
Now, Royal Crime has galloped again. Doesn't interfere with anything this time. We get a green light, they're racing. So Royal Crime missed it by 50, came out galloping. And Blatant Lie led. He had no trouble, in fact, leading. Coming across to second, was sorry about that. Flaming Roadstar behind the leader. Catherine Dancer's moving up 3 wide. Then Macrosan trying to just slot in where it is and end up 3 back the outside, which it looks it will be able to do that. 3 back along the inside as they settle down now was Classic Move. So the leader is Blatant Lie. Catherine Dancer is up to second, third Flaming Roadstar, and fourth is Sorry About That. Then Classic Move, now hooking out Zan Eden, 3 wides moving along from Macrosan, the running line. Next came All Hotted Up from Romeo's Legend, 5 metres away, then to My Horizon. On the inside of it was Lombo Bolognese, and Royal Crime galloped and it's tailed off. 35.6 the lead time, so it was a fairly cheap lead time. Zan Eden's planted out 3 wide here. Blatant Lie led Catherine Dancer, and Zan Eden's there for the trip now third. In 4th spot, Flaming Roadstar. Then 5th is Sorry About That. Classic Move, 3 back the inside from Macrosan, 6 metres away. 2 over on the inside as they swing to the 1200 was All Hotted Up. Next is Romeo's Legend, and then Lombo Bolognese and My Horizon. Royal Crime tailed off. 29.5 the first quarter, and Blatant Lie leads. 2 metres to Catherine Dancer. Zan Eden set for a tough task out 3 wide. Flaming Roadstar behind the leader, but they're backing off the speed now. In between runners, Sorry About That. 3 wide with cover was Romeo's Legend, and then Macrosan now in an awkward spot. He's in between runners as they head out of the straight. 3 back the inside, Classic Move. 4 back along the pegs is All Hotted Up. And then My Horizon, and back at the tail of the field was Lombo Bolognese. Second quarter was 33.4. Blatant Lie led by a metre. Second, Catherine Dancer at the 700. Then in third spot, Flaming Roadstar. Zan Eden's had a hard run. And then it's out 3 wide. In the middle was Sorry About That. And back on the pegs was Classic Move. Further out on the track was All Hotted Up is back on the inside. Romeo's Legends midfield and wide at the 400. And it's Blatant Lie by a metre. The third quarter, 29.9. Catherine Dancer second, the sprint on, and Blatant Lie is finding Flaming Roadstar behind the leader. Then Sorry About That. Nothing else making ground at the moment. But Blatant Lie is in full flight. Got away from Catherine Dancer. Up to second, Flaming Roadstar. But Blatant Lie put a gap on them. It's home. Blatant Lie's careering away. Karen Gath, Andy Gath take the double in the 2 Australian Gold finals. What a run, Zan Eden third. But the winner is Blatant Lie all the way. Bolts in. Flaming Roadstar second, and Zan Eden. What about a run from it? 3 wide all the way. Then came All Hotted Up, a horse of the future from Macrosan. Catherine Dancer. Next home, My Horizon. Lombo Bolognese.
Racing from the inside, no speed from Triple Cam.
Ben might have a gear problem.
I know it's only a technicality, but he didn't quite run the 28-second 3 wide last quarter that had been advertised everywhere. So
It's 20 metres.
yeah, well, I realise it's a significant difference, but we just had to set the record straight on that. And it, anyway, look, tonight he's drawn well, and he's got a bit of gate speed, this horse. I spoke to trainer Tim during the week. He's been obviously, you know, just working on that since he took over the horse a few weeks ago. However, the fact remains, if Gavin Lang wants to lead on Sassy Sarah, he will be able to. He's given the indication he wants to, so I think it'll be contest on here. I'm expecting a great race. Joe Fest will be in the action. Hexus, Smooth Satin, Lagoon Lady, they've all got the ability to dive bomb at the finish. So whoever wins this race will, as the conditions of the race suggest, earn a spot into the Victoria Cup next week.
Yeah, Joe Fest has firmed up late with bookies, 1.5 points. Interesting one for Joe Fest. He'll go forward and he'll try and make the race his own.
I gave him a good chance tonight, and I think the fact it's raining will make it more of a staying test and help him. But it'd be great to see him back. He's had a checkered history in the Victoria Cup, but he deserves a spot if he can fire up tonight, Sam. Here's Dan Malecki for the free-for-all.
It's up, racing. Sassy Sarah began quickly. She's got good speed here, the mare, and she's booting up to go to the lead from Jillaby Spirit, and out 3 wide at the moment was in the queue. And then Darubal G on the inside of Mr. DG, and wide out was Joe Fest into the first turn. Then came Smooth Satin, Hexus 3 back along the inside. Beyond midfield, Lagoon Lady 4th last, and then on the inside of it was Janelle's Son. Easing back to 2nd last is Flashing Red, and out to the rear the Full Guy. Into the back towards the 1600, and Sassy Sarah's in front. Joe Fest is wide out, but it's moving up though. And then in 3rd spot was in the queue, 4th on the inside, Darubal G, as Joe Fest starts to test Sassy Sarah for the lead, but she's a tough mare and she won't give up the lead. 34.9 is the lead time, and Sassy Sarah's 3 metres in front, Joe Fest 2nd, Darubal G 3rd the inside, 5 metres to win the queue. Hexus 3 back the inside, and then came Jillaby Spirit, 4 back along the pegs now as they work off the back, Janelle's Son. They've got 1300 to go. Then the favourite Mr. DG 4 back the running line from Smooth Satin, Lagoon Lady about to get going, and then Flashing Red, and at the rear the Full Guy. First quarter in 30.4. It's been a solid speed, but the leader is Sassy Sarah with 1100 left to travel. Gavin Lang has the outstanding mare 3 metres in front. In 2nd spot was Joe Fest, a former Victoria Cup winner. They have a lap to go. Darubal G 3rd getting a nice set. 1-1 is in the queue. Mr. DG moving up 3 wide. Hexus 3 back along the pegs. In between runners was Jillaby Spirit. 4 back along the inside was Janelle's Son. Smooth Satin 3 wide with cover. Then Flashing Red. Lagoon Lady got forced out very wide and goes back to the rear, and 2nd last is the Full Guy. 2nd quarter in 31, and Sassy Sarah at the 700, led by a metre. Joe Fest has had to do it tough, but is right there. Here comes Mr. DG moving up 3 wide. Darubal G behind the leader, in the queues under pressure. Then Smooth Satin, next is Hexus. Beyond midfield, Flashing Red from Jillaby Spirit, and next came Janelle's Son as they work off the back. Sassy Sarah's about a neck in front of Joe Fest right there. Mr. DG closing, and then came Darubal G from Hexus. 3rd quarter was 27.9 off the back. Sassy Sarah called on now. Joe Fest and Mr. DG makes a line of 3, and then Darubal G, who's about to go back to the express post lane in the straight though. Mr. DG after Joe Fest, they grab Sassy Sarah, then Smooth Satin, Joe Fest in front. Hexus late, Mr. DG grabbed Joe Fest, Mr. DG in front, and he's going to do it again. Mr. DG wins it, another top performance. Much better run from Joe Fest, and Smooth Satin 3rd. And then came Hexus. Wider out, Flashing Red got to the line strongly. Darubal G not far away. Sassy Sarah weakened. And then came Lagoon Lady, Jillaby Spirit in the queue. The Full Guy and Janelle's Son. Final quarter 29.2. And even in the wet conditions, they've mile rated 158.1. Mr. DG in super form. It's won his last 3 in a row. 2 wins. He's only 2 starts in Australia. By Camtastic out of that wonderful mare Blossom Lady, a 6-year-old gelding owned by the Mr. DG syndicate manager A. Kermode, Tim Butt the trainer and Anthony Butt the driver. 2nd placing going to Joe Fest. What a fantastic run.
$616 even. Dividends at Moonee Valley on race 7. Interim number 3 getting the win. Mr. DG at 210 and 120. Joe Fest got 2nd. Smooth Satin 3rd, 158.